In the energy quadrant, crude oil's been the big story, but pretty much a flat day for crude oil today. But natural gas itself was up over 2%, up actually just short of 2.5%. It's now been up 3 of the last 4 sessions. 2 of those sessions exceeded 2.25%. So a pretty strong move after hitting a multi-year low in natural gas to the upside. Weather has been part of it. Even though the weather has been strong, the weather-related demand is expected to remain moderate. The seasonality may finally be kicking in, however, as we're going to have temperatures in the 80s across Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., getting into the 90s as you get down into the southern states and Texas. The actual desert states like Phoenix and Nevada supposed to get into the hundreds. So you would think with this kind of weather, the demand for air conditioning would spike, and it has to a certain degree. But over the next 10 days, rains are expected over somewhere in the range of 60% of the United States, not necessarily cooling the temperatures off, but making it feel a little cooler, which tends to take that demand from high down to moderate over the next 10 days or so. But still, natural gas enjoying a little bit of a rally. We had the dollar a little weaker today as well, which also helps any commodity market. And then early this morning, we had the EIA inventories for natural gas, and we had a smaller build than expected, but a larger build than the 5-year average for this time of year. Again, playing off that seasonality, we had a 98 billion cubic foot build. The market was expecting a 100 billion cubic foot build. So again, less than expected, but not that much less than expected, almost right within what people would call the acceptable range. But the 5-year average for this time of year is a 70 billion cubic foot build. So again, we're seeing supplies get added to, although that was a moderate addition. Deficits have now improved from just around 200 billion cubic feet of deficit to about 171 billion cubic feet over the last 3 weeks or so. If you remember, somewhere in the range of about 4 months ago, those deficits were over 400 billion cubic feet. So we continue to increase supplies, and that isn't going to necessarily help prices in the medium to long term. But if we continue to see hot weather and the clouds kind of clear away, we can get that seasonal demand, which admittedly is running late, but the hotter weather can definitely kick that in going into July.